With Falcon football coach John O'Grady. And John, the Falcons had another heart-stopping game on Saturday out at Raymer Field, beating UW-Platteville 31-28 in overtime. We're going to be watching the Falcons' last drive. They took over at their 5-yard line with 1:25 to go. We've got that all queued up here for you. John, could you talk a little bit more about that game?
I don't know that I've ever been in a season where you have two overtimes, and then to go into a third one was really almost unbelievable. But at the same time, our players, I walked right up to our captains right away as soon as it was over and we knew we were going into overtime, and they just said, "Hey, Coach, we know what we're doing." And really, I just asked them, what end do you want to play on? And one of the guys says, "Well, I don't want to be down at that end because bad things have happened." So we ended up winning the game in the north end zone.
That's obviously a great thing, But the advantage of playing those overtimes, and you get in a situation like this with a team that hadn't played one this year, it's going to be a plus for you.
Yeah. I mean, you do feel a certain amount of comfort because you literally know the routine and how many timeouts and. What do you do if it's tied after the first one? Those kind of things.
You got it.
We understand all that pretty well.
John, looking at the Players of the Week this week, sophomore Greg Klingelhutz was named not only the teams but also the WIAC Special Teams Player of the Week. Had a 91-yard kickoff return, did a great job on some other returns and also a punt return. Could you talk about Greg's play?
I really stepped it up, I think, in the last 4 or 5 weeks. On offense, he's become our third down back. That happened relatively early in the year. He does that for two reasons. He's a great blitz pickup guy, which you're going to get nowadays on third down, and he can also catch the football. We've put him on every unit we possibly can on special teams. He covers punts. He catches punts. He's on kickoff and obviously kickoff return. It was his second kickoff return of his young career, and I'm really, really excited about him. He is just coming on and playing with a lot of confidence.
We got senior tight end Ryan Hansen was named the team's offensive player of the week. He got 5 passes for 40 yards, of course, and including that 9-yard TD reception in the back of the end zone that tied the game at the end of regulation. Could you talk about Ryan's play?
Ryan, from the first day he came here back in the Wishbone era, played a lot as a freshman tight end because of his tenacity as a blocker, and he certainly has helped us gain yards on our favorite play, the outside zone, when he's in there blocking. Plus, he's always been an outstanding receiver, got really good speed. He'll make big plays. I mean, you'll see that the tying play right here in just a few plays, but very consistent player throughout his career when he's been healthy.
On the defensive side, senior linebacker Cole Lowell was named the team's player of the week. He had 7 tackles and a huge interception. Talk about Cole's play.
Cole is another guy. I think about 5 weeks ago we started playing him on the right side rather than flip-flopping him between right and left. He plays outside linebacker. He's always been a very cerebral football player. Even his high school coaches said the guy could play any position and has really just played very, very consistent football going into his final couple games.
John, we're looking ahead now to the UW-Stevens Point game on Saturday. The Falcons will travel to Point. Kickoff is at 1 o'clock. Talk about the Pointers. What do you know about them?
Boy, they're right now in second place in the conference. Took a little bit of a pounding from Whitewater, like many of us have. But their defense, with Coach Jernell running it, quite honestly, Coach Jernell spent a lot of time at Northern Illinois when Coach Bauer was there learning about their defense. So our two defenses are really clones of each other. They are very aggressive. They're like Pittsburgh Steelers. They're going to blitz a lot to stop both the run and the pass. Offensively, their quarterback is just, with that receiver Jenkins that they have a 6'3 receiver, a 6'4", 6'5 receiver, and they're going to throw it deep. They'll probably throw it deep 8 times against us, trying to come up with big plays. If we can stop those things and make them really have to run the football, I think those are positive things for us. So, and I think we'll have a little bit of an advantage also in the kicking game. First time we're ever going over there and playing on turf. It's going to be nice. From every other year we've been there, it's muddy, and this time of the year just hasn't been a good field to play on.
John, we're coming up to this final play here. Falcons just down the ball to stop the clock. The clock stopped with 1.5 seconds left. I got to think, John, in my 33 years here, I've never seen a drive like this in my career. But here you go.
Yeah, Ryan Lucenheide really, in this drive, really stepped it up. you could see Platteville only rushed 2 guys. It gave him some time to scramble, and then threw just a rocket into Ryan Hansen, and wish we could see the end zone film. That's why we need new stadium and lights.
Be a good thing to get.
This kid came up with big plays at the most needed times for us. So just a great way to end the game. And this is going into overtime.
Let's take a look at this a little bit. This is good, yeah.
You know, we went in. I think we had the first opportunity with the ball. Your opponents in overtime they have a coin toss again, and they can choose a number of things. Well, most of the time, if you win the toss in overtime, you want to put your defense out there so that your offense knows when it's their turn exactly what they need to get.
Yep.
You know, in lacrosse overtime game, we just kept matching each other. It was nice. I mean, one of us would score, the other one knew we needed to score touchdowns, and we knew what we needed to do. Now, when you get into the third overtime, you know you need to go for 2. But I was disappointed when we didn't get this thing, you know, into the end zone. I think we all were, but Chad Blair came out and drilled it. Our defense had, you know, 2 great plays, stopped him, and backed their kicker up out of his range, and thank goodness we're at that end because he was kicking right into that northwest wind.
Yep.
So everything worked out. I don't think we have the final kick.
All right. Well, John, hey, congratulations on a big win. We'll good luck at Stevens Point this weekend. We'll be talking to you next week.
Yep. Thank you.